Alright there, Procrastinauts, mine's Pleborian, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. It's been a while, I know, but I've been so busy. I've got 3 weeks left of college, so the channel's been a bit bare recently, so you'll have to deal with that, unfortunately. I'm sorry it's been so long since a Kerbal video's come out. I know how much you guys love these things, but, you know, times are harsh. But let's not talk about that too much. Today I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I think need to be talked about. Well, the first thing is a lot of things that I've seen a lot recently on the forums and in the comment sections and across a lot of other people's videos actually, is the subject of single stage to orbit space planes. Now, I'm not going to give you so much as a real proper guide on how to build or fly them, but I am going to give you my thoughts on how to build a single stage to orbit space plane and the things I normally go through. I'm going to give a guide for the simple man, for the noob as it were. Plus I'm also going to show off something a bit special that some of you guys may have seen me post on the forums. Let's get straight into this. Let's load up my game, and for the most part I'm just going to load up a sample craft that I have built. 41 parts, not bad. So building space planes is never an easy thing, as you guys know. I struggle at them quite a bit, and let's be honest, they're not the easiest thing in the game. Well, not as easy as, let's say, making a rocket to orbit, which has multiple stages and can ditch its empty stages as and when it needs. An SSTO has to kind of carry its entire weight through the entire journey, and that's a little bit hard. Building space planes is not particularly easy either, because if I throw on these markers here, you'll see that balance is an issue. This isn't a perfectly balanced space plane. It works, it gets into orbit, I can do orbital maneuvers with it, and I could dock and say refuel and send myself to other places, but that's about as far as it'll go. But what do I do when I build space planes? Let's get a new one set up, shall we? Let's get this cockpit. Now, the first thing I will do is a little cheaty system. Is I'm going to put on the part clipping, and the very first thing I will do is I'll take one of the avionics SAS packages here, and I will throw it on the inside of there, so it kind of glitches through and hides itself. Now our craft has a built-in SAS, which is pretty cool. The avionics package is really good for space planes. We all know by now why it's different. If not, then it's just a little bit easier and a little bit less restricted on the movement. It's pretty damn good. Now, the next part is you have to think of what you want your plane to look like. Now normally I just kind of like throw things together and build something out of it. The last space plane was just a culmination of me throwing things together, but one of the main points to consider is what engines are going to be used and when. Now, you have to consider that when you reach a certain altitude, you can't use the atmospheric engines. I mean, it just stands to reason. Let's have a look at this. So we're going to get a couple of fuel tanks here, and we're just going to put them on. These will be our mainsail rockets, and oh god, my house phone's ringing. I can't go answer it. Screw that noise. But yes, oh god, oh god, it's completely sent me off where I was even going with this now. But yes, shut up, house phone. Oh, now the dog's howling. God damn it. Right, yes, stop putting me off. There we are, it stopped. But yeah, anyway, our mainsail engine is what's going to take us out of the atmosphere and into space, so we need to make sure we do have enough fuel. One of my main problems when flying a space plane is that I never have enough fuel to do anything. I always get up so high and then I run out of fuel. So one thing to always consider is how much fuel are you going to need. I mean, it sounds really stupid to even bring it up, because it's like a really newbie based thing, I suppose, because when you build rockets you have to consider how much fuel you'll need. And I mean, basically this is what I'm doing here, but some people just don't consider that when making space planes. Some of the people's designs I've seen on the forums, it's like it's clear that they've not thought about how much fuel they're going to need for this. But that, as I said, consider how much fuel you're going to need. I mean, chances are, if it's your first time building one, you're not going to make it up into orbit anyway, because you forgot fuel. But let's move on, shall we? We need. I think that should do us for now, just to get us into orbit, because it's not going to do as much else. It's not really going to do many orbital mechanics, but I think it'll be enough, shall we say, to do what we need to do. The next thing we need to consider is jet engines. Now, I always go for the same thing. I always do go for the same setup. I just take one of these, throw it near the back, get it on symmetry, and I always use the same engines. Now, I could use the other type of engines, these ones, but these aren't really going to do us for an SSTO space plane. These are like low atmosphere engines, and I mean, they're good enough for like smaller craft, but in this instance it's not going to be what we need. What else do we need now? They don't look like they're on properly. Get on. Yeah, they don't look like they're on properly at all, do they? How bizarre. And of course, all space planes, we need ventilation. Now, I've seen people just throw these on. Now, you can use either. Now, I think one is better than the other, although I can't really see much of a difference here in the stats. Yeah, but these ones look cooler anyway. So you always need like air scoops, and you always need these types as well. These are for high atmosphere operations. These are. I mean, these will work to a certain extent, but it won't provide enough air to do these air breathing engines on their own. Let's get some of these on. Nice. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to put them there because I'm going to put the wings on. Now, this is the hardest part. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to struggle at this in this space plane that I'm building here. It probably won't fly because it's a trial and error process. But weight and lift ratios are quite the issue in this game. Putting wings on a craft can be really harsh. What you really need to do is you need to find the centre of mass, and you need to find the centre of lift. Currently we don't have a centre of lift, but our centre of mass is all the way back here. What we need to do is we need to try and balance it out as close as we can to the centre of mass. I could be wrong here, and I might need Scott Manley to kind of correct me on this one, but I'm pretty damn sure that the centre of lift has to be sort of similar to the centre of mass. Now, that is a very strange shape of craft here, but I'm going to go with it just as an experiment, because I do want to see what I'm talking about is actually legit, and it's not just me chatting bollocks, which I have a tendency to do. You guys might know that. Does that reach there? Oh, it does as well. So we now have a centre of lift that's just a little bit past the front. That's not so bad. I'm more than happy to live with that. Let's get some of these on, some scoops to carry in the air at high altitudes, and I'm also going to put a tail fin so we can adjust our lateral movement in the air. I forget what it's called. I think it's adjusting your yaw. I'm not too good with plane controls. I mean, my brother would be able to tell me. He does RC plane controls and whatnot, and yeah, that's about as far as I can go with that little tangent. But let's see. I think this should actually work. I hope it works. It seems like a design that would work based on where these are. Let's check out our centre of thrust. I'm not sure if this is important. I know that that has to be in line with that. That's about as much as I know. Corrections might need to be made. I don't even know if this is teaching you how to build a space plane here, but never mind. I'm going to do it regardless, because people do ask about it quite a lot, and it does my head in a bit, because I don't really know much when it comes to things like this, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm just explaining it as I do it. But if you follow the rule of thumb that it needs to be kind of like based around these two being close together, then I don't think you're going to go far wrong. The only thing that's really going to mess you up after this is, well, it's just going to be the amount of fuel you take up with you. So I'm more than happy to test this out now. Let's go. Let's see if this actually works. Alright, there you go. That should be good for the wheels. I'm actually just going to put on some struts just to secure these wing bits here. We are still... No, we're not still on symmetry. We're going to get that, and we're going to attach them to this part here. Now, I think for the most part we should be good, but what I'll do is I'll just add some struts. Yeah. And... yeah. And that should do. Right, let's get this on the go. We shall call this... Pleborian's word, because you're taking my word as truth here, and I don't know if it is truth. I'm just having a stab at doing things that other people try to do with tutorials and stuff. Let's hope this works, shall we? Save and launch. Oh no! We can't launch this just yet. We forgot an important part of the equation. Herp-a-de-derp. Alright, okay, end of flight. Space plane hangar. God damn it, man. Alright, let's action group this. Lesson number 3 in space planes, other than having enough fuel, checking your center of mass and center of lift. Rule number 3 is have action groups for everything. Custom 1 should always be your main... no. I suppose it doesn't matter what number's which, but always set up your action groups to have your aero engines on one action group, your mainsail engine on another, and also a custom group to turn off every single one of your intakes, because when you're going up and you're only relying on rocket engines, you don't need air breathing engines. However, the air intakes are still taken in air, and that creates drag. At least that's how I believe it works in this current version of the drag model, which I think is going to get upgraded soon. Who knows? Who knows indeed. Right, we'll try this one again. Please work. Please work. Ah, right. It's dark. It's a night launch. Let's see if we can do this. Activate all my engines, turn off the mainsail, throw up the acceleration, and we'll launch this. I like how we don't do countdowns with space planes. They are kind of like they launch as and when. Anytime you want to lift. Oh, hello, we're getting lift. Right, let's trim this down to about half, and let's have a look at see how well this flies. It wants to pitch up quite horribly, but I think that's because... Oh shit! Here we go. Thrust up. Control, 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 control. Okay, right. So that ended up quite good. So it's something you have to control with SAS. I'm not too good with building space planes that are balanced and fly in the same way that everyone else can. I'm not really too good with that. Oh god, it's really going for it on the pitch up, but I think that'll all change later on. I'm not too sure why it is. It could be too much weight at the back. What I might do is I might move the jet engines forward a little bit, but that's something that can be fixed. In the meantime, we can still fly this craft, no problems. Now we're actually here. We've had a mostly problem-free launch. Let's begin the actual ascent profile here. We're just going to climb to about, I think, yeah, 45-degree angle should be nice. And what I'm going to do here is I'm now going to adjust my yaw by holding down the Alt key and pressing a direction. As you can see, my craft's not moving that much. Well, I am now because I'm physically moving it. But what I can do is I can hold Alt and I can adjust the autocorrect so I can get the craft to hold itself right there. As you can see, we're just moving ever so slightly in comparison to what we were. So it's just Alt and light key presses in the direction I would normally move. And I hope I didn't just like put in a bit of yaw. Oh, damn it. To reset the controls, hit Alt and X and that'll reset your yaw. And as you can see, I've started like pitching back up automatically here now. So I'm just going to try and adjust said yaw once again. Right, let's do it so we can make it pitch down slowly for us. There we go. And as we get lower and lower and lower, we can then adjust the yaw to make it stay there. Right, let's see if we can make it go up a little bit. No, down a little bit. Corrections! Right, we now I've done all this, we're actually up to the point where I'm going to be leveling out, and now I'm probably going to have to adjust the yaw again. But Alt and a direction that make small changes to this here, and you can see here that it's already going towards that there. Oh shit, we're going back up again here. Let's start pitching ourselves down a little bit. Right, okay, where was I going with this? Right, now you're set, it's not doing too bad. I'm going to just adjust it a little bit to try and hold on that 20 degrees there. Oh no, we're going back up again. There we are. That should do. Right, this is the part that I kind of suck at. I'm not too good at flying these things. I can get them into orbit, but I'm pretty damn sure I'm not doing this right. So anything from here out, don't take as like factual word and whatnot, because I honestly don't know. I actually had to ask for Scott Manley's help yesterday on this, a bit of advice on ascent profiles for SSTO space planes, and I do kind of get the right idea, but I'm just executing it completely wrong. So any ideas that you guys have in the comments, get involved below. Also, this is another thing I want to talk about now it's actually happening, the re-entry heat. If I was to be doing this in later updates where re-entry heat is going to be damaging craft, surely I'd be dead about now. This is going to present problems later on, and this is all going to have to change when the atmospheric flight remodel comes in. I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be really, really good, and we won't have to fly this high or suffer these re-entry effects the way we are when we actually do what it is we're going to do. Oh man, I hope we actually do this now. I'm actually quite anticipant of what's going to happen. I'm going to fly up to about 21 kilometers above the surface, and I'm going to hold it there, and hopefully we can build up a really good atmospheric speed. As you can see now, we're doing over half. How we do for orbit? Right, yeah, we are burning up quite a bit of speed here. So as we're going higher and higher, I'm slowly starting to pitch it down. How's my yaw looking? Yeah, that needs massively adjusting. Let's Alt-X this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Adjust that yaw big time, man. We're going too high. Quick, 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 quick. Go down, down, down. Just take the sass off so it's quicker. Alright, here we go. This is where we want to level out. We're already at 1,400 meters per second orbital speed. How are we doing on surface? 1,200. So technically I should have activated my jet engines, my mainsail engine, but I'm going to really push this and see how far I can actually get this thing. Oh, it seems like we're hitting a bit of a wall there actually. So you know what? Here we go. Actually, no. I'm going to burn up a bit more of this fuel first. See how fast I can really get this. But we're coming up to 2,200 meters, so I'm going to start pitching down a little bit now, if I'm truly honest. Let's get that yaw under control. Yeah, there we are. We're starting to go down ever so slightly. Whoa, 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 careful, careful, careful. So I'm going to start going up, I think. Speed's starting to drop. Sod it. We're going for it. We're going for it. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to use my orbital speed and get it up to about over 1,600, and then I'm going to pitch up, and I'm going to use this with the jet engines to power me into the air. 23 is where I'm going to cut these engines off. Let's pitch up a little bit more. There we go. Right. And you're off. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 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 Right. I'm going to pitch up to 90. I believe this is how it's supposed to be done, and this is basically me climbing out of the atmosphere now. So let's see if we can actually do this. Get to about 35, Scott said, and then pitch out and slowly move down. Right. You know what? We're actually going quite fast here, so I'm gonna begin this pitch down movement now. I'm going to slow down a little bit and see what happens. As you can see, the speed is still going up quite fast, so what I need to do is I need to try and get up to about 2,000, see how that works. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do it off the engines itself. 2,100. Alright, how's that? 72. Let's see if we can take it up a little bit higher. Alt-X to correct the yaw, so it starts making us go all over the place, and let's do some very slight thrusts. Now with a bit of luck we should be able to get this up to 100 quite easily, I think. We're only using what bit of fuel we've got left, so we've got 100 units left. Keep building out, yeah, 83. Let's go a little bit faster, shall we? We're going to keep it under 50 units, see if we can do ourselves good on that. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Technically, yeah, I wouldn't really go up to 100 kilometers with a space plane, but in this instance, I'm going to just to see if we can actually get an orbit out of this. 74 units of fuel left. Now, if I'd included some RCS, I may have been able to deorbit myself. But who knows how that's going to happen. But as you can see, we've actually made it into orbit off a very experimental build. I mean, yeah, fair play, it was a little bit rough on the way in, on the way up, should I say, because of me trying to fly the plane the way I wanted to, just to test out how well it reacted in lower atmosphere. And you know what? We're here. For first time building to get it into orbit, I don't say that's too bad. So I'd say what I was going on about before, or like gobbledygook about where and why a space place should be built. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. I think I've talked too much shit, and now the words are just coming out in like blah 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 blahs and yes and yes. But yeah, yes. Now I've got that randomness out of the way. I think what I was saying before was right. If you follow my guidelines of how I built this, taking into consideration the amount of fuel you need, as well as where the centre of mass, as well as the centre of lift is, I think you guys are going to go pretty damn right. And you can pretty much build anything with this. After this, I'm going to show you the other space plane that I built, and we're going to enjoy that. I'm not even going to look at the map. We're going to get ourselves up towards 100, and we're going to begin burning out our apoapsis and see if we can actually gain orbit out of this craft. I'm really hoping I can. Alright, here we go. What is orbital velocity? It's 2,200, isn't it? I think. Yeah, let's get closer. Closer still. 95, 96, 97, 98. Alright, here we go. Right, control the cells, because the SAS doesn't give us entire control while we're in space. How are we doing? I don't think we are going to make it entirely into orbit. Oops. Oh, actually, no, here we go. How we doing on that fuel? 40. Good enough. Good enough. We've made it entirely into orbit. But the question is, can we deorbit ourselves? Where is Kerbal Space Center now? It's got to take a few rotates to get it out of the dark, I think. But I think it could be like... Oh god, it's all the way over there. Oh, Shazbat. Well, we're going to do one rotate and then I'm going to do a targeted deorbit for somewhere on this land, I think. And hopefully we should be able to pull it off. No questions asked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that down to 30 from quite literally the opposite side. They don't look... No, they are on exactly the opposite side from each other. It's just like there. They didn't seem like it. Interesting. Interesting. Let's get ourselves ready to do this targeted deorbit then. I say targeted, but I'm just landing for any old place. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to burn till gone. Ooh, alright. Here we go. 4, let's see. I hope we can do this now. If I can get down to 30, then this should be good. 70, so we're dipping in the atmosphere, so aero braking is engaged. I believe that with the amount of fuel we've got left now, and with an extra RCS tank, that we would have been able to do docking manoeuvres to refuel. Or hell, we could have refueled a craft on its way here, saying that we don't have a docking port, but that's easily sorted out. Well, here we go. We're less than 30, so we're on for coming back into the atmosphere at some pelt here, and yep. Right, get this last bit of fuel burn. Nice, 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 nice. Let's hope that I am actually coming in at some land there, because I think I've done myself over a little bit. So what I am going to do is I'm going to... Oh shit. And first things first, I'm going to turn around. We're going to turn off the engines and we're going to engage the jet engines. We can't use them just yet because I haven't engaged the intakes. Simple reason is because I don't want the drag to start like flipping my ship out and making it go all horrible and stuff, because nobody ever wants that, believe. It looks like we're heading over land. I'm just moving around my TV now trying to figure out where the land is. Oh, is that big crater? Oh, it is as well, so we're just going to do a flyby over that. So if you're watching this in a dark room, you're probably going to be able to see that a lot easier than what I am right now. Come on! Alright. I just really want to see how this does deorbit itself and see if it actually will. As you can see, my yaw is going a bit sick because the craft is a little bit weighted funny. So I'm just going to adjust that with little taps. Surface speed is dropping. I can see land. The sun is coming up. We are suffering re-entry. I am going to slow this right down and adjust the crazy upward movement that the craft's giving. I think what I'll do as well is I'm going to open up my... Whoa, no. I opened up my intakes at the wrong moment then. There was quite some drag back then. That was horrible. Re-entry heat. It's a shame I've not got the camera mod. This is a fresh install, you see, so yeah, things are missing, and it would have been cool to have got some bullet time in. But never mind, eh? We're making a successful return by the looks of things. Our craft is holding quite nicely. Oh, it's starting to pitch up. I'm going to engage the what's it called? The sensitive steering by pressing caps lock, and I'm going to control this manually. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to control it through the yaw control. Aha, okay. We seem to be in. Right, open. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close intakes. Whoa. Okay, okay. We are going. Whoa. That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice at all, was it? Okay, so this might not be the best returning craft in the world, but as long as I can hold it in, reduce my speed, and then open the intakes to... Oh, no, 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 no. We're flipping out of control. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. It's not going too well. Alt and X to redo my yaw. Oh, no! No! Oh, no! No! You're weak to blah, blah, blah! Oh, shit. Intakes open. Engines on. Let's see if we can not save this. Okay, I'm convinced that I'm going to save this. I think if we can get it quite empty, then we might be in for a winner. Oh, 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 regaining. Right, turn this bloody sass off. Let's get round to where we need to be. Ah, shit. Ah, no. Ah, god damn it. No, I've killed the thrust. I didn't mean to kill the thrust. Right, okay, point down, point fucking down. Alright, okay, so what I was saying before was bollocks. It can get up to orbit, fine, but don't expect to be getting it back. I'm not entirely too sure why it's doing this. Quick. You can do it. As soon as you get into like a nice stable place, I want control. Oh, damn it. I need to be what I really should have done is I really should have like done some mixing and matching with my engines. Hold it. Oh, we're going down really fast here. There's no way of us actually no, we're going up. Okay, we're flying all over the goddamn place. Let's tone this down quite a bit. Turn the RCS off because that's not going to do anything. Okay. Oh. Oh no! Come on, man! Jesus Christ! Nah, it looks like we're dead. Well, god damn it! Never mind. Well, at least we sort of... The hell's that? Pleborian's word debris. I'm not entirely too sure what it is, but it's having a good bounce on the water, whatever it is. So yeah, space planes there, ladies and gentlemen. I can help you get them into orbit. I can't help you get them back. Maybe if I made it a bit more wing resistant. I'll go back to the space plane hangar and I'll show you something else. SSTO. Right, here we are. Now this is designed completely differently. If I get on the... there, you can see it's got the same kind of weight balancing issues as this one at the back, although the centre of lift is at the bottom because of the way I've positioned the wings, much like the Falcon 13, I think it was, the last incarnation of the Falcon. This one gets up into orbit, and I tell you what, this thing glides like a sheet of paper. Now the reason for this is because it has a bigger wingspan. I've got bigger wing pieces, a lot more than what, say, this one does. Now if I were to increase the wingspan, or perhaps even put another one of these like flat wing panels here, I believe that would be more than enough lift. Another thing that can cause that strangeness is just the weight generally being at the back like that. Yeah, so could have gone a lot better, but if you want to get into orbit, that is how it's done. Now, for the next part of the episode, I'm going to show off this just at the end because I promised to someone that I would. I promised Reconnect that I would show this off in the next episode. I also said that this episode was going to be the last episode of the season. It's actually not. There's going to be one more episode. I'm not going to tell you, but something's coming back and something's coming back big. So be prepared to see that on not just my channel as well. You're going to see it across a load of other people's channels. But enough about that. Let's show you the meat of the operation here. I've been dying to show this off ever since I built it. This is like its 15th incarnation because I couldn't get the original to work again after I originally built it. But check this shit out. It really, really works. I am not kidding you. It's incredible. It doesn't really give much of an FPS ball like inside the VAB, but when we get outside, it can be a little bit rough. Now, originally I intended this to be built all the way to the monolith, not too far from the runway, but to do that I needed a mod, and that mod was the laser mod. And as I found out as I was building this, that when I disconnect certain things, the launch clips disintegrate. Not good. This entire thing relies on launch clips, so yeah, I'm afraid we can't really do that. So we're just going to launch this. I'm just going to show it off, really. It's quite cool. I like it. It took me quite a while to actually get a design for this to work, and as I said, some of you earlier on in the episode, some of you guys may have already seen this. Right, hold on a second. Right, let's get all the way down. It's a bit dark, and I was hoping to do this during the day, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Right, okay. Time warp it. That'll do. Right, we're also going to do some... Right, okay, I'm not too sure. Right, okay, everything's been disconnected. Right, so that's cool. That's cool beans. So I'm now going to switch to that. I'm going to end its flight. I'm going to go to the tracking station, and now when I come back to get out the gondola, or however you want to call it, I fucking call it a cable car. But I don't know why I've saved it as a gondola. Oh look, we got the original proper pilots as well. Good for them. Alright, now, if I have done this correctly, we should have movement. Yes, we do. I've already broke it. Okay, that's not cool. Okay, now I think we're fixed again. But yeah, that does present a bit of a problem doing this. But yeah, look, as you can see, the wheels actually move. So if I just go along, try and push my way past these decouplers because I've gone backwards rather than forwards. Perfect. Can't go wrong. Let's change view, shall we? So this is the gondola. It really, really works. We can actually get up quite a bit of pelt on this bloody thing as well. Simply because... we've got so many wheels, and we don't actually collide with the launch pad clips as well, so that's good times as well. I could do with a few struts in there because the thing does like to bounce around quite a lot. As you can see, these two need to be strutted together because there's a lot of wobbling going on where there shouldn't be. And yeah, well, what can I say about that really? But yeah, as you can see, it works. Oh no! We appear to have damaged one of our wheels. Oh no! What do we do? Well, I've got just the thing. We'll fix this right now. Let's see. We seem to be going all cockeyed. I believe it'll be because of the broken wheel. So extend ladder. Extend ladder. Yes, it comes with various bits and bats to help repair your crap. Get off. You'll notice that I'm also chugging along at a good casual 17 to 19 frames per second. The reason for that is because of how many parts this is and over the distance that it stretches. It's pretty insane to say the least. Right, get up there, you lovely little fool. Can I reach that wheel actually from here? I might have actually just been able to do it from the pod. Repair wheel, there we go. Right, let's get off. Let's get off this crazy mess. I'd say you're good. Let's retract the ladder. Get out of here, Jab. I probably could have made this a little bit more easy on the things by not having all these ladders and such, but it's just handy to try and get as many as you can just so I can actually sort things out as and when they break. But yeah, hopefully that should sort the cockeyedness out of it. Let's go. Let's go. Nah, it hasn't, but we're still going for it. We oh shit! I think we've really come off this time. No. What is this mess? Why? What the fuck? Why are you on call cockeyedness? What's going on? Oh no! No! We appear to have broken our thing. Well, okay, so maybe I shouldn't have been so ruthless on the acceleration, should I really? Otherwise it wouldn't have done this mess. And then maybe I should have like strutted the beast up. But, you know, in all fairness, I think the thing is pretty damn good. Oh god. So I can go backwards through him, but I can't go forwards through him. I just noticed that there's a strange break in the track here. How weird and bizarre. Alright, go for it. Full pelt. Oh, we lost the wheel as well. Never mind, we're still going for it. Never mind. Well, anyway, I've shown that off. I'm going to put the craft file on the Kerbal Spaceport as well, so keep an eye out for that. And also keep an eye out for the next episode. I'm now going to go do other things, like see Project Zomboid has updated with its new version. Ooh, interesting times are ahead. Thank you very, very much for watching this episode, people. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope I didn't make too much of a mess of your minds when trying to explain stuff, because, you know, as I've said a million times before in the series, I'm not the best at explaining stuff. I just kind of like tell it how it is. Tell it how it is for the simple folk like me. But yeah, anyway, that's the gondola, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Space Planes, and I was Pleborian. I'll catch you all in a bit, people. Peace out.